My name's Darren. What's up? I'm from DNLmechanical.com, serving Fredericksburg, Stafford, Spotsylvania, and King George counties. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about heating, air conditioning, and indoor air quality, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell so you'll get notified every time we put out new information about heating, air conditioning, and indoor air quality. What is up, DNL family? Well, I'm coming to you from my studio, and I have to record this because the DNL guy's been a bad boy, I guess. So let me tell you a little story. Little story starts with we are going through what we're going through right now. The world is mad. It's driven by fear. When you question somebody of their intentions or opinions or anything like that, you get thrown into abyss. So something I posted that was in a private group, mind you, this is private now. I posted something in a private, and I got a message that said, "You've been banned for 30 days. Now, I'm not banned from posting. I can post. But I'm banned from doing live feeds. So what I'm about to tell you people is be careful what you post. Be careful what you talk about. Be careful of what you share. And I'll tell you why. This is only from my experience now. And I will tell you this, there's a lot of other people out there that's saying the same exact thing, okay? We are in a pandemic right now. The government, the media, they all want to govern you by fear. They don't want you to know the truth. They have no intention on telling you the truth. They have no intention. Now, look, I'm not undermining this, okay? I want you to understand something. I'm not undermining the fact that we are in a pandemic for COVID-19. I'm not undermining that. But what I'm going to get at here is the fear. Why would you want to instill fear in so many people? You know, I don't like everything he says or does or anything like that. And look, I don't even want this to be about politics. I truly don't want it to be about politics because I'm not going to get in that debate with people. Because when you get in that debate with people, their opinion is more valuable than your opinion, and you can't have a discussion whether it's on the other side of the field or on the other side of the fence. It makes no difference. Soon as they don't have an argument with you, as soon as they know they can't win that discussion, okay? There's too many facts that point to too many things, and when you start throwing the facts at them and the timelines and everything that has happened, their mind seems to explode. And it explodes so bad that their retaliation to you is they're going to call you names. They're going to start off with that. The first they're going to say that you're a conspiracy theorist. Then they're going to call you names. Then, if they still don't like what you're telling them, they're going to call it fake news, or they're going to call it, they're going to tell you the source wasn't credible. And it's right there in black and white. I mean, realistically, I didn't post anything that wasn't there for anybody else to go out there and find. Okay? And probably has been on the internet way before that. I mean, realistically, it's been out there. Everybody's probably seen it. Anyway, look, we all need to step back here for a second because And I want you to look at the big picture here. And I'm not trying to convince anybody to do anything. I'm not trying to convince anybody to say anything. I'm not. You do your own thing, okay? You do your own research. You do your own investigation. You do your own thing, okay? There is just too many things that don't add up here, okay? For me, anyways, the D&L guy is a factual guy. I'm going to tell you something right now. I am very factual. I will do my homework. I will look at my facts. I will look at where it's coming from before I bring it to somebody else, okay? Too many things now in my research in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, have led me down this very, very dark hole. A very hole that is like the Twilight Zone. Like look, I'm not going to share. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail about it. But what I want to say today is that when you're posting something on Facebook, watch out. When you're posting something on social media, watch out, because they're watching you. The algorithms that they use now are basically telling you what you can see and what you can't see. And when you put your agenda out there that they don't like because it doesn't meet their algorithm, you get kicked out. You get banned. You can't produce a video or live feed for 30 days. What are we, in high school? What happened to our First Amendment of freedom of speech? You're going to block me from my freedom of speech? Look, let me tell you something. There's platforms, I'll do it anywhere else. I'll do a live feed. I'll do my own server. I'll do whatever it takes because I believe the public needs to know. You need to know this information, that where we are heading is unbelievable. Forget, I mean, I don't, look, if you want to know factual information, you know how to contact me. I will give you what you need. You do your own homework. I'll point you in the right direction. I will tell you there's tons of stuff out there on the internet. I mean, tons. Do your own research. Listen to your stuff. There's a professor from Harvard that produced multiple videos about capitalism of social media. And I urge you to go watch it. Go watch that video. I'm telling you, this is just a ploy you're going to be a puppet. You're going to be a puppet. They're going to be able to instill in you emotion. They're going to be able to instill in you how you feel. They're following your every move and post and like and everything, and they're collecting all this data so they know exactly who you are. I'm telling you, your stuff is not private. You could have a private profile. It's not private. It's not. It's not at all. They are watching your every single solitary move and selling your data to 3, 4, 5, 10 data centers, people, business people. They're targeting you with ads. You know, you could be talking. Look, I even found out about this, okay? Nest Thermostat sells your data. I'm a HVAC guy. I won't sell that product. I won't sell it at all. I will not sell anything that I don't feel comfortable using myself. The Google security system was proven that they put a microphone in it and never told the public about it. Never told the public there was a microphone inside there. And they said, oops, we didn't know it was in there. But all the time they were recording, listening, and recording everything that you said. They were listening to what you ate that for dinner, how you were talking to your children. They were driving in on your behavior. Where you were going. You went to grandma's house on Sunday. Where are you going here? Where are you going there? They started trending your daily habits, and they're selling this data to big businesses. They're selling this data to analytical companies so they can distribute everything. I'm telling you folks, right now, the best thing I can suggest to you is stay off the news, stay off social media. Look, get my newsletter, 11 Things to Do to Occupy Your Time, from the DNL guy. Get away from all that because you're going to drive yourself crazy. Not only are you going to drive yourself crazy, you don't even know what to believe anymore. You don't even know what's the truth and what's not the truth. You don't know who's telling you the truth, who's lying to you. And because of the uncertainty, they're driving you by fear. They're driving everybody by fear. Every time you see the death toll, it went from, we had 500 more deaths in one day. No, we didn't. We did not. We didn't. No, we did not. We didn't do it. Okay? It didn't happen. They're going to focus on one key story so they can get a reaction on you. So you go like it, or you put a mad face, or you do something on there. I'm telling you, they're tracking everything you click on, every little thing. You got to go in your profile. You got to go in there and look at read it. I know it's a pain, probably 2 pages, 3 pages. The privacy statement that they have. Read it. You got to understand something. This is big business. This is how these big conglomerate companies survive. And I get banned for posting something that's the truth. Or I offended somebody and now I'm banned for it. And all I do is provide you with content and information. So I'm making this video today. If you want to know more about this, these guys know how to contact me. My email is right there at the bottom. My YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna go on with this. I will, if you want to know more, let me know. I'll be more than glad to share my thoughts. I'm open for discussion with anybody. I don't care if you're right, left, upside down, sideways, middle ground. I don't care. They're playing us against each other. And they're using these platforms to do it. Mark my words, what's going to happen in the next 6 to 8 months. I'm telling you right now, there's new platforms coming out that our kids are using that are going to replace Facebook. They're going to replace all those other platforms that are out there. They're in the works already. Do your research on Pokemon and find out, you know that craze a couple years ago when everybody was walking down the street looking for these things for Pokemon Go? You know what that was? That was a social experiment. That was to see if they could control you, to dictate where you went, and what you were in front of. And they took that data and sold it to businesses. Hey, we can guarantee this person will be in front of your store at this time. Because they tracked your moves. They tracked everywhere you went. Google does it all the time with Google Earth. Your phone, your cell phones, they're all being tracked. I mean, people, you think it's a convenience. You got Alexa in your home. You say something and she hears it, guess what? She replies. Siri on the cell phones. Google bought the Android platform. Google owns that. These big businesses are out there and they're buying up these entities. Why? It's for control. Google owns YouTube. Facebook owns Instagram. Why are they buying them up? They're buying them up for a reason. Who is going to be the top dog on the top of the chain? People, I'm telling you right now, I don't normally get into this stuff, but what I've seen in the last month, I'll tell you right now, it's blown my mind. It's blown my mind that this information's out there and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's saying anything. You're being censored on your own platform, where you're supposed to be able to have freedom of speech, freedom to do what you want to do, freedom to say what you want to do. You don't. You don't. And there's people out there being paid to antagonize you. There's people out there being paid to draw you in. There's people out there being paid to manipulate you to thinking one another way. look, please, just do your own research. Do your own homework. The revolution's coming. I can tell you that right now. Mark my words. In the next six to 8 months, revolution's coming. And you're gonna be blatantly surprised at some of the things that come out. I'm just look. I'm not saying conspiracy theory. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that. I don't believe one source over another. I do my homework. I go down deep. I look into this stuff. I look into stuff that's been documented, and the best place you can find it. It's out there. It's out there. And I'm telling you that all these platforms are following you, tracking you. They need that data. They need to know what you're doing. They need to know what stores you're visiting. They track you by your cell phone, by GPS. They track you by Siri. They track you by Alexa. Google now, with their home security system, has got a speaker in it that tracks you, can listen to you. Webcams, they can turn them on and off when they want to. Your smart TVs at home are listening to you. They're selling that data to other people. Because now they can tell what's going on inside your own home. These devices weren't made for convenience. They were made for their convenience. Just read the privacy statement on any one of these devices. Any one of them. Yes, it's going to be long. Yes, there's going to be a lot of jogging in there. Yes, you're probably not going to understand a bunch of it. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of it in there you're going to understand. And if you took the time to read it, but you take the instructions, pull them out, and throw them away, nobody ever reads that. Nobody ever reads the warning labels. Nobody ever reads the fine print. We just sign our name on something, right? Because we're so used to doing that. Trust. You trust everybody around you. And those are the ones that are doing you wrong. So please, guys, take it from the D&L guy. Right now is not a time you want to be posting stuff. I would tell you to turn your profiles to private, shut everything else that you got off, share with only your family right now. And even that, they're watching. I mean, they're going as far as taking your picture and doing face recognition on your picture. I mean, real. This is real. This is absolutely real. The madness has to stop. And because this technology is so new, there's nobody governing it. They're governing their own stuff. Facebook has its own rules. YouTube has its own rules. Google has its own rules. But there's nobody else governing them. So they can make it up as they go. Look, do your own stuff. That's my tip for tonight. I'm going to get this video together and post it out there. If you have any questions, you know how to reach the D&L guy. I'll be more than glad to share what information I have with anybody that is interested, and I say this, interested in having a discussion. This is not about politics. This is about factual information that I would love to share with everybody else. But look, it's not open for debate. I don't need to debate it. You come up with your own conclusion. Okay? That's what I say. And when I said that in a group yesterday, the guy turned around and just lost his ever-loving mind. Called me an a-hole, kicked me out of the group, and then said I threatened him, which I never did. I said, I'll be more than glad to have the discussion anytime you want to. Anytime I'm in Richmond, I'll look you up and we can sit down and have the discussion. As far as I was concerned, that's no threat. But he said, oh, it's a threat and I'm reporting you. Go right ahead, buddy. Report me. That's what I'm talking about. They can push their agenda to a bunch of people, but when you push back and start throwing facts at them, they crumble. They call you names. They kick you out. They do this. They ban you. And then they report you as, what do you say? Threats of violence, he said. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a public figure. He's a public figure, and I'm not going into anybody's names. I'm not going to throw. I won't do that. But I'm telling you, karma has a way of coming back and getting people. Platforms are huge, and people are starting to realize that this particular person is 100% biased towards one side. I don't care if he is. I really don't. That's not my intention. My intention is to have an educated conversation with somebody. And they can't. They can't do it. They just cannot do it. And you know what? So be it. But I wanted to share this with everybody else. The DNL guy is on a 30-day ban from doing live videos on Facebook. I'm going to be here. I'm going to still do my videos. I just figured I'd let you guys know. If you want more information out there, I got tons of information. I got some great content coming. If you want to go live, I can go to Zoom. We can go live together. I can share with you what I know. You come up with your own thing. I'll be more than glad to share that with you. Politics aside, this is nothing to do with politics. This has to do with factual censorship of your own information because you don't have control of it. The platform you're using does, then they decide who it goes to after that. So the things that I found out are just unbelievable. I just can't fathom it. I'm still trying to digest a lot of the stuff that I learned. But that's for me. I'd love to share it with these guys. If you're interested, and I'm only open for discussions, I'm not open for debates. I'm not going to debate with somebody. This is what I found. This is what my thought process is. You watch it, you see it, you look at it, then you tell me your thought process. If you want to have a one-on-one discussion about it, I'm okay with that. Because I may miss something. I may not see something. But this ain't about conspiracy theory. This ain't about anything else. This is actual factual information. And when you put that out to somebody that is far on one side or the other side, they don't know how to react. First thing, like I said, they'll call you names. They'll say you're a conspiracy theorist, and they'll threaten you with reporting you for threats of violence or some other stuff, kick you out of their group, whatever. They don't have the ability to have a conversation with somebody. They don't have the ability to have a discussion with somebody. Because anybody that questions their agenda or their train of thought by putting facts out there that may help or rebut what they're saying, you're all different kinds of things. Guys, that's my tip for tonight. It is Thursday night. We're rolling up on the weekend. Enough of that stuff. We're still in a pandemic with this COVID-19. I sent our newsletter out about 11 tips that you can utilize during this time. Because we are still at a stay-at-home order, right? If you're not on our newsletter list, get on it. Go to Facebook. Join my list on Facebook. You can email me at dnlmechanicalservices@gmail.com. I will be more than glad to turn around and put you on our list. Or you can reach out at askthednlguy@gmail.com. I will, again, be more than glad to add you to our email list. You can comment on YouTube. First, subscribe on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button because every time I put out content, you'll get notified for it. And then after that, hit that bell and notifications will go back and forth every time I go live on YouTube. I look, guys, stay in contact with me. I'll share what I know. I got a lot of other information. I got another webinar that is coming up. We're going to be doing here shortly. Another presentation. I'd love to have you all join me. So that's it for Thursday night. I should be back tomorrow. Take care. Love you all.